Long Fence. Go to longfence.com today for a free in-home estimate.
Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air. Authorities now warning Hurricane Irma could be catastrophic. The Category 5 hurricane now barreling toward the U.S., growing in strength. Winds now 185 miles per hour. Florida and Puerto Rico declaring states of emergency, mandatory evacuations already in the Keys. Several states could be in the path, and Ginger Z is standing by with the new track just out. Also tonight, President Trump ending DACA, the program protecting 800,000 young, undocumented immigrants brought here by their parents. The president saying today he has a great love for them. North Korea showdown, Kim Jong-un's response tonight after the U.S. said North Korea is begging for war. From Houston tonight, the staggering number. 150,000 car owners already filing claims, cars destroyed. What some may not know about their car insurance. And the jet headed to New York City when flames shoot from the engine, the emergency landing.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. And we begin with that monster hurricane gaining strength in the Atlantic and tracking toward Florida tonight. The strongest hurricane since Wilma in more than a decade in the Atlantic. At this hour, Irma is already approaching the Caribbean islands before heading toward the U.S. mainland. Right now, a powerful Category 5 storm, winds 185 miles an hour. The storm, you can see right there, the eye perfectly formed nearly every model tonight, showing it headed toward Florida and several states to the north. This evening, Florida is already in a state of emergency, families preparing for a potentially catastrophic storm. Some evacuations already underway. And so first up tonight, Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z with the newest track out. And Ginger, where is Irma now?
This is just a buzzsaw of a storm that is headed right over the Leeward Islands tonight. David, let me take you straight to it. It's just over 100 miles east of Antigua, moving west at 15 miles per hour. The gusts are to 225 miles per hour. So St. Martin, you can see there, the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico in the track. Turks and Caicos could see 15 to 20-foot storm surge. A lot of these islands 10 to even 20 inches of rain. Then we expand that track. This is what everyone's paying attention to. Once it gets beyond Puerto Rico, it just kisses northern Cuba, you can see, as a Category 4. And we close in. Saturday night through Sunday is the timing when effects would start to be felt in the Keys or South Florida. And that cone now includes everyone south of Tampa. This is a huge storm that we need to pay attention to, but has two very different scenarios setting up. That powerful high in the Atlantic driving it west and keeping it south. That disturbance that we highlighted with the red L up there, that will either push it on the west side, which would be horrific because you'd have that northeast quadrant, the dirty side, places like Marco Island or Naples. But then the east side, still not good. Terrible wind damage. We put a stationary front on here because that develops, and we're going to be talking about inland flooding, eventually making possible landfall along the coast there or up to even Georgia or South Carolina.
And all of those spaghetti models converging over Florida tonight in several states to the north. But as you point out, either scenario on either side of Florida, very serious, particularly the west side because of that upper quadrant, that northeastern quadrant of the storm is so dangerous.
Correct, but the whole state on alert.
On alert tonight. Ginger, thanks for leading us off again tonight. As you mentioned, Florida officials are sounding the alarm. Mandatory evacuations have already begun in the Keys tonight. The governor now urging the people of his state, the entire state, to be prepared. The track making all the difference, but either scenario, as we just mentioned, almost all of Florida in the crosshairs. ABC's Alex Perez is there tonight.
Tonight, long lines, bare shelves, and frayed nerves as all of Florida braces for what could be the worst hurricane to hit the state in decades.
It's very important that everybody in our state gets prepared.
And take a look here at this Publix grocery store where all the sports drinks and water would be. The shelves almost already completely empty, people scooping up what they can when they can. The governor already declaring a state of emergency.
This is Category 5 hurricane, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's really scary, so you have to be prepared as much as possible.
For some, Harvey's destruction in Texas is fueling the fear.
I saw what happened in Houston. 4 feet of rain. They're saying this storm's going to be worse.
In the low-lying Florida Keys, mandatory evacuations. Officials telling tourists to get out as soon as possible. Patricia and Valerie Lynn rushed here from Houston, where they were dealing with Harvey, now faced with a new storm.
I looked at them and I said, we got 10 minutes, pack your bags. We're driving to Dallas, caught a flight Monday morning to here.
Back on the mainland, the Broward County mayor warning residents not to rely on shelters.
Going to stay with family or friends outside of the evacuation zone is the best choice, since shelters only provide for basic needs.
Hurricane Irma, seen from space, the strongest in the Atlantic basin since Wilma in 2005.
Is South Florida ready?
Well, I'd say we're not ready. No one is ever ready for a Category 5 hurricane.
In the 25 years since Hurricane Andrew, construction has boomed in Florida, which toughened up its building codes. During that time, nearly 1 in 10 new homes in the entire country were built in the state.
The place has grown like crazy since Andrew. There are a lot of people who haven't been through this before.
So let's get to Alex Perez live in Miami tonight. And Alex, we've seen evacuations already for the Florida Keys issued today. What are authorities right there in Miami saying tonight?
Well, David, officials here are saying evacuations in Miami-Dade could start as early as tomorrow. They are also reminding people to do things like take pictures of their important documents, refill prescriptions, and, of course, very important, have a spare or alternative power supply for your cell phone. David?
All right, Alex Perez in Miami for us tonight. Alex, thank you. And this evening, into the evening hours, in fact, some of the islands already in Irma's path. Puerto Rico gets hit tomorrow, and they are expecting the worst storm there in nearly a century. ABC's Lindsay Janis with the urgent effort tonight to get prepared in San Juan.
Tonight, with Irma's eye bearing down on the Caribbean, the last sandbags are being filled and the shelves being cleared out. The hurricane could bring waves up to 23 feet. Fishermen in Antigua pulling boats to safety. The time to prepare is over. The island, the first in line to feel Irma's effects. Its airport shutting down with a prayer. May God protect us all. Puerto Rico also in Irma's path. The National Weather Service says it hasn't seen a storm of this magnitude in nearly 100 years.
Here in Puerto Rico, it is a race against time to prepare for Irma. Every hour counts.
The governor saying the decisions we make in the coming hours could be the difference between life and death. Americans Matthew and Rachel Rapisarda are on vacation here. They can't get a seat on a flight home before the hurricane hits.
We have food, we have water, we froze water bottles so we have extra water that way, and it also keeps some of our food colder. We have flashlights, backup battery chargers. Filling up the bathtub.
Stranded tourists stocking up on water across the region tonight. Claudia Harris stuck with her family in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
I think we're just going to hunker down here and hope for the best.
We are hoping for the best for all of them. Lindsay Janis joins us live from San Juan tonight. And Lindsay, they expect the first effects of Irma there first thing in the morning.
That's right, David. The governor here just spoke. He said the latest forecast showed the eye of Irma is closer to this island. Those first dangerous winds expected by early tomorrow. He is warning the results could be catastrophic. As for those leeward islands, they are expecting hurricane force winds by tonight. David?
All right, Lindsay, you and the team stay safe. Our thanks to you, Alex and Ginger. We will have much more first thing in the morning right here on Good Morning America. In the meantime, we are following other major news tonight. President Trump ending the DACA program, saying Congress must now decide the fate of the so-called Dreamers, 800,000 young undocumented immigrants brought here by their parents. It wasn't the president, but the Attorney General who made the announcement, sparking protests and arrests across the country. Tonight, the president saying he has a great love for the Dreamers. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega.
Tonight, protests from the White House to Trump Tower to Denver, Colorado, students marching out of class. Outrage at President Trump's plan to end protections for the nearly 800,000 undocumented immigrants brought here as children.
Well, I have a great heart for the folks we're talking about, a great love for them. Hopefully now Congress will be able to help them and do it properly.
But from his attorney general, a strikingly different tone, calling the so-called Dreamers, quote, illegal aliens who take American jobs.
We cannot admit everyone who would like to come here. It's just that simple.
As of today, nobody else will be allowed to apply for protection under the Obama-era program known as DACA. And as soon as next March, Dreamers could be eligible for deportation. In this memo obtained by ABC News, the Trump administration urges members of Congress to say Dreamers should prepare to self-deport, saying they should, quote, prepare for and arrange their departure from the United States, including proactively seeking travel documentation. The backlash immediate. Apple's Tim Cook saying more than 250 of our Apple co-workers may soon find themselves cast out of the only country they've ever called home. But from the White House, no guarantee the Dreamers won't be deported.
The president says that Dreamers won't be a priority for enforcement, but that's not a guarantee of protection. Is this White House willing to offer one?
Those are certainly, again, they're not a targeted priority, but the goal here is that Congress actually fixes the problem, and then that isn't an issue.
Now, Dreamers like Jesus Contreras are terrified. A paramedic in Houston who rescued people from the Harvey floodwaters, now he is looking at an uncertain future.
I am disappointed that the president, as a man of God and as a man of faith, did not keep his word, which was to keep us DACA recipients at ease, and it's saddening. It's terrible.
And Naomi Lopez has lived in this country since she was 13. Today she told me she has no idea what comes next.
Do you go back? Do you stay here and live in the shadows?
I won't have anywhere to go. I won't have anywhere to go because this is my home.
And Cecilia Vega with us from the White House. And Cecilia, tonight, former President Obama, who has weighed in so rarely on this administration, sending a message.
David, he said he would only weigh in on this administration when he felt like our core values as a country are at stake. Well, today he said this move to rescind DACA is cruel, wrong, and self-defeating. David, he said ultimately this is about basic decency.
Cecilia Vega with us from the White House. Cecilia, thank you. And so next year, a reality check. What are the chances Congress will act on the Dreamers to protect them with this new action taken by the president? ABC's Mary Bruce back on the Hill for us.
With the fate of the Dreamers now in their hands, tonight Congress is bracing for a bruising fight.
Here's the deal. The Congress is going to have to up its game.
House Speaker Paul Ryan says he wants to protect Dreamers, but many conservatives disagree. It's a familiar battle. Lawmakers have already tried and failed more than 10 times to act on this issue.
Why should Dreamers today have any confidence that this time around you'll be able to get this done?
DACA is about to expire. We need to act on this or we know the consequences or a countdown clock to deportation for 780,000 of the best and brightest young people in our country.
Congress already has a brutal workload. At the top of the must-do list, Hurricane Harvey relief, raising the debt limit and funding the government to avoid a shutdown. And on top of all that, the White House is also pushing tax reform.
How are you going to get all this done?
We'll get it done. We don't have a choice.
All right, the promise there that they'll get it done. Mary Bruce with us live from Capitol Hill tonight. And Mary, how realistic, though, is it with that list you just showed us that Congress could actually tackle immigration and the Dreamers with everything else on the list?
Yeah, David, this is a tall order. 6 months is not a lot of time, especially up here. Now, top Republicans I've talked with say if the president wants them to protect Dreamers, he's got to get involved, work the phones, tell them specifically what he's willing to sign so Congress can get to work. David.
Mary Bruce live on the Hill for us. Thank you, Mary. We turn next to North Korea after its powerful nuclear bomb test tonight, promising more, quote, gift packages for the United States. That threat, as concerns are now growing that the North is preparing for another intercontinental ballistic missile test. ABC's chief foreign correspondent Terry Moran reporting in from Seoul, South Korea tonight.
Today, a show of firepower off the Korean coast. The South Korean Navy conducting live fire exercises, while south of Seoul, more advanced U.S.-made anti-missile batteries were being deployed. And President Trump, after approving South Korea's request for more powerful warheads on its own missiles, signaled that more hardware's on the way to the region, tweeting, "I am allowing Japan and South Korea to buy a substantially increased amount of highly sophisticated military equipment from the United States." North Korea's response, a gleeful threat, an official describing that massive nuclear test as a gift package for the U.S.
The U.S. will receive more gift packages.
And hijacking U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley's words, saying it's the U.S. that's begging for war. As the tensions escalate, many South Koreans feel helpless. Hong Song-ho showing us his family photos, his relatives in the north, saying it's about family for Koreans, not politics, and sending an emotional message to the White House. I plead with President Trump, he says, to stop talking tough and to move towards a peaceful resolution.
And Terry Moran joined us now from Seoul. And Terry, Russian President Vladimir Putin now with a warning for the U.S. to tone down the rhetoric.
That's right, David. President Putin suggesting that belligerence isn't going to work with the North Koreans. He says they will eat grass before they give up their nuclear.